In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 things to note when traveling to Germany. So, before starting the video, please like this video. Do subscribe and turn on the notification to our channel for future updates. Germany is a fantastic destination to visit, but there are a few things you should know before you go to ensure that your trip is as enjoyable and stress-free as possible. The following are some of my top travel tips for Germany. 10. Respect the rules. When it comes to Germans, they prefer to follow the rules, and you should do the same when you're on their soil. To begin, wait for the pedestrian crossing to turn green before crossing the road, even if it appears to be safe, and there are no automobiles in sight. People may frown and shake their heads if you jaywalk, and you may receive a lecture about setting a good example for nearby children. If you plan to ride a bicycle, which you should always have a working back and front light for safety. Running red lights or being caught in the dark both result in severe fines. 9. Don't walk in the bike lane. Cycling is a terrific method to get around as long as you follow the regulations. Berlin has twice as many bikes per capita as vehicles, with an estimated 500,000 bicyclists traversing the city every day, and more superhighways are in the works. However, if you're walking, this can make things a little more difficult. Look for Radweg signs, which include a white bike outline on a blue background and denote a cycle path which may be paved in red or another distinguishing color. 8. Pay for and validate your train tickets. When most newcomers to Berlin discover the lack of security gates or ticket inspectors as they enter train stations, they are surprised, even delighted. Be aware that this is not a free ticket to ride the metro, as plainclothes officers also use it and could pounce at any time, costing you at least a €60, £52 fine and a lot of embarrassment. You can purchase tickets at the station or at a sales outlet, which are reasonably priced in comparison to many other nations. There are also several accounts of persons who meticulously purchased a train ticket, but failed to validate it by inserting it into the machine, Intwerder, which stamps the date and time on the ticket. 7. Be aware of your transport zone. You must purchase the appropriate ticket for the location in which you will be traveling. Moving away from a city center usually means entering a different zone. If you're not sure, always check the station's zonal maps. For example, Berlin's Schönefeld Airport is in Ticket Zone C, which means that an AB ticket won't get you throughout the city. Munich has simplified its zones, but there are still roughly 20 different types of public transportation tickets, making it easy to become confused. The majority of tourist sites are in the center Innenraum, now known as Zone M, but you'll need a Zone M1 ticket to explore outlying towns and attractions like Schleißheim Palace, and a Zone M5 ticket to travel to the airport. No matter how remorseful you are, crying touristy naivety will not get you far with the police. 6. Be punctual. One of the German expressions concerning time is 5 Minuten vor der Zeit ist die deutsche Pünktlichkeit, 5 minutes early is German punctuality. To those from more leisurely cultures, the adage may seem amusing, but it is actually a decent rule of thumb in Germany. Arriving on time for social and business commitments is expected in Germany. There is no such thing as being fashionable late here, and you'll quickly appreciate the comfort of knowing that people will show up when they say they will. Pünktlich wie die Mauer, punctual as bricklayers, is another time-related Sprichwort proverb that is used, not necessarily pleasantly, to describe persons who not only arrive on time but also finish on time. 5. Recycle. Other countries are catching up, but the Germans were the first to sort glass, paper, plastic, and other materials into different colored containers for recycling. It's not acceptable to put a bottle in the trash can or vice versa. Glass is also sorted by color. If your glass or plastic bottle has a deposit, Pfand, you can earn a little refund by returning it to a supermarket, up to 25 cents/22p for the latter. It doesn't have to be the same person who sold it to you. If you don't care about the Pfand, instead of tossing it out, place your refundable bottle next to or on top of the bin, as someone else may be interested in claiming the money. 4. Shopping. Many small businesses, taverns, and restaurants did not have card machines until recently. However, due to the coronavirus pandemic, practically every bakery, and kiosk now accepts plastic payments. It's still a good idea to keep cash on hand, as not all stores take all cards. It's also worth figuring out which cash machines offer the lowest withdrawal fees, as others have very hefty rates. Although many cafes are open all weekend, most stores, supermarkets, and pharmacies are closed on Sundays, so make sure you have everything you need before the Sabbath. 3. Smoking. Despite anti-smoking legislation, Germany has a significantly more lenient attitude toward the habit than other countries. For several years, smokers have been prohibited from lighting up in cafes or restaurants, a law that is universally recognized, while the situation in pubs and bars is more problematic. Some have separate inside smoking rooms or a smoking patio, while establishments smaller than 75 square meters, 807 square feet, can limit entrance to over 18s and claim to be private smokers' clubs. Smokers in Germany are generally less inclined to accept completely non-smoking places, whereas non-smokers are less picky about smoking in party-style settings or outside. In addition, smoking is not permitted in a playground. 2. Veggies and vegans. You'll probably find a place to eat no matter where you go in Germany, however finding good vegetarian food in smaller cities may be difficult. In larger cities, such as Berlin, a strong vegetarian and vegan culture exists, with up-to-date plant-based food available everywhere from Michelin-starred restaurants to market stalls. This is fast spreading across the country, but rural areas may take longer to catch on. Mediterranean restaurants, as you might assume, have more options, while farmers' markets, with fantastic seasonal and organic fruit, are great places to pick up a picnic, and most supermarkets now have plenty of options for non-carnivorous tastes. 1. Eating out on a budget. If you're on a budget, seek for an imbus. These inexpensive snack bars can be found on practically any major street, train station, or market, even in parking lots. The misconceptions about sausages have some truth to them. Yes, Germans consume a lot of sausage, with regional favorites such as Blutwurst, black pudding, in Cologne, and currywurst, sausage with curry sauce, in Berlin. Places providing various foreign cuisines are another fantastic source of reasonably affordable food in pricey cities. Kebab businesses and Chinese takeaways are no longer the only options. Ask about, and you might be directed to a little eatery serving fresh from the wok chili and basil-flecked pasta arrabbiata or mildly spiced Thai curries for a few of euros. So, that's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on our video? Please let us know in comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification to our channel before you go. Thank you so much for watching.